So YouTube, this is Joe from Zeph Organs, and I'm bringing to you guys what I want to say is my new favorite DDD combo. Why is this my new favorite DD combo? Because it implements both the perfect ratio of competitive end board presence with an added bit of fun spice to go along with it, and that fun spice in a way makes that board more threatening, and you will see why when I get to the end of the combo, and I'll explain why I feel it's more threatening. So before I get into it, if you enjoy, give us a like and subscribe down below and ding that notification bell, because obviously if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that, and all of that is greatly appreciated, and we thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this new super spicy DDD combo. So this is unfortunately a 4-card combo, but that fourth piece is very flexible. Why is it very flexible? Because firstly, you need a Kepler in hand, you need any 2 combination of these, and then any level 4 DD in your deck. It can be any level 4 DD in your deck. Doesn't matter who it is, so long as it's a DD with 4 stars, it counts. I'm going to show you using a spicy tech with DD Lilith. So a big shout out to Blue Milk Gaming, I believe that was his channel name, because I looked at his DD profile. I was a bit complex, so I was like, or not complex, but I was just like, huh, interesting text. Why are you playing those texts? He mentioned combos. Didn't mention what those combos were. Haven't seen the combos on his channel. All the combos on his channel for DDs are your standard, every one of the day combos that we're already currently playing. So I took that build, customized it myself, made it myself, and added my own text and places and things in it as well. And I discovered a combo doing it, which is what I'm going to show you now. So again, 4-card combo, very flexible combo, because just needs the Kepler, any 2 of these, which is already what you're already playing or what you're already going for, and any level 4 DD in your deck. Why have I gone with Lilith? You'll see why I've gone with Lilith, because she actually adds back stuff to your hand, which you'll see why is good later. So let's take the Lamia out the way, because again, we all love opening up with double slime. Zoom out and get into this combo. Normal Kepler. Kepler adds gate, play gate, add Lamia. We now have everything in our hand that we want to go. Starting off, it's pretty much your standard combo going off from the very get-go. So you use your slimes, you make your Genghis, you banish your Swirl, summon Lamia, Genghis gets back Necro. Pretty much standard from here. Link the Necro and the Kepler into your first link of Cross Sheep. And now this is when actually board presence matters. Like, it's been a while since board presence has mattered with DDs, and this actually does matter. So when you want to go for your synchro summons for the very first, with your Lamia and your Genghis, you want to place your synchros over here in the far corner. It doesn't matter which corner. If you're going from this side of the board, it just has to be from that side, very far side, and thing in this board for this bit, because when you go for your high Genghis fusion, you want the high Genghis to be in the middle. High Genghis has to be in the middle. That's the bare minimum, has to go. From here, Gust King activates, revives your Lamia, and then boom, you make your Crystal Ring. Crystal Ring then has to be in the farmost corner to help trigger the Cross Sheep and be out the way for your next plays later. Cross Sheep activates, summons back Lamia, since it's pointing to a synchro and a fusion, and then High Genghis activates, gets back the Gust King. From there, you go into your Siegfried, and then you use your Lamia to just send the gate, summon herself back, and then you link summon into your High Fiber. So now High Fiber can go over here and has a zone free for later on. High Fiber activates and summons a tuner from our deck. What's that tuner going to be? It can essentially be any tuner that you want. I'm going to go with DDD. Orthros. You can go with like Ghost if you want to. You can go with another Lamia. In fact, I'm going to go with a Lamia. Doesn't have to be Orthros. I'm going to show you why it doesn't have to be. It can actually. We'll go with Orthros. And I'll show you later what you can play in the deck to make it so it doesn't have to be Orthros. So, from here, you're going to link these two off. I'm going to put this over here. So that's going to be like the top of the extra deck pendulum. And you're going to make your Abyss King Gilgamesh. It's been a long time since I used Gilgamesh in a combo, but here he is back again doing his pendulum setting from the deck scale business. So, what you're going to place in the scales with your Gilgamesh. So, it all matters on what you play in your main deck. If you have the ability to go with Zero King Rage, then the combo fluctuates and actually plays an additional spicy tech in the deck, which then we can get to later. I'm going to show you for the generic, everyone can play this one-in-the-mill scale, which is just, I'm going to use DD Dog and Ragnarok. So long as your scales can lets you pen summon level 4s, you're good to go. I'm going to go with Dog and Ragnarok because then it gives you additional things later on. From there, you're going to pen summon. You're going to pen summon back your Orthros from your extra deck, which is why we did the placement zones this way. So, High Firebrax gives you that pendulum zone additional and your level 4 from hand. In this case, in this tutorial, I'm going to go with Lilith. Why do I go with Lilith? Why am I playing Lilith? Joe, why are you playing this trashy card in your deck? Because Lilith, when she's special summoned or normal summoned, you can add a DD from one of two places. Either a DD from your graveyard back to your hand, or a DD from your extra deck to your hand. We get that Kepler back. And then we can overlay these two into another spicy card. This deck is full of spice. Like, it's flaming hot. So you get your Wave King Caesar. And then if you really want to, you can use your Ragnarok to get back a DD from grave. Get back the High Flame King Genghis, and that's your end board. Really good, really strong. I love this end board so much. You got a bit of everything. You got your monster negate, spell and trap negate. You got your High Firebrax, which then can banish and summon out your 4-meter sync one, which nets you 1 draw. And then on your opponent's turn, synchro these into Samurai Warrior and get 3 additional pops because we have 3 synchros in grave. And then why do you go? Why am I going out of my way to essentially make a Wave King Caesar with the board? Because this is just like a bonus with Ragnarok. This is the bare minimum of what you're going to end on. So why is this board strong? Why is this board extra strong, Joe? Why did you say that at the beginning? Because Wave King Caesar has a recovery effect. So what Wave King Caesar does, because he doesn't really get used anymore, is that you can detach a material. At the end of the battle phase, revive all monsters destroyed to your side of the field, and then during your standby phase you take 1000 damage for each one revived. And also when he's sent to graveyard from the field, you get to search a contract, which is very strong because in the combo you used up your contract, you get rid of the contract, it's now in the graveyard. So your Wave King Caesar can recover that contract to your hand while also being able to revive all of this. So if your board does get outed, it does get nuked, if they don't know what Wave King Caesar does, you can then just recover your entire board as much as that you want. You've also still keep the Gilgamesh in play, which then if he gets destroyed, you get a DD from essentially from your extra deck or graveyard, depending where you want to go. You can get back, you can summon out your, because your extra deck is going to be something like this at the moment. This is another spicy tech that I play in the deck because of the High Breaking Caesar, but it can be a Kali Yuga, it can be a big DD fusion monster as well. It can be a Genghis, which doesn't seem much, but you've got a Genghis now on board, so you can start going off from there, which then triggers this, and then it gets even more monsters back. This is a very strong end board. So, I'm going to quickly show you that the way to do it if you're anywhere European, like outside the European, what you're going to put in your scale from here. So, you're at this point what you're going to put in scale, like I got the Lilith still in hand, because I still think Lilith's really good for this deck, for this build. So, what do you put in scale? So you're going to put in scale, obviously, your Go 0 King Rage, and then you're going to put in Orthros, a Cerberus in scale, which is really, really cool. Because now you have scales from 0 to 6. So now we can pen summon out, not him, Joe, stupid. You're going to pen summon out your Kepler from your extra deck, and then your Lilith from your hand. Lilith, if you really want to, you can put something back from your grave to hand. So, like, I don't know, if you had something there, you can do that. Because when you did your link summon that, you can get that engraved. So you can like get a Lamia back to hand if you really wanted to. But yeah, so now that we have this with Cerberus and scale, we can target a DD and then change its level to 4. And if you do, it gains 400 attack and defense, even if this card leads to field. So you make the Kepler level 4, and then you overlay into your Wave King Caesar. Since you don't have the Ragnarok in scale, you can't get back anything else, but you're going to end on this at the very least, and you can recover a card to your hand thanks to Lilith. But yes, guys, this is my brand new combo that I discovered from playtesting, looking at someone else's build, fiddling it around, changing the tweaks, adding the extra text, and then yeah, this is what I've come up with, and I think it's subarashi, if you want to say. It is lovely. I love it. I love it so much. Again, the perfect mix of meta and fun, and that's what I love. This is what I love about DDs. You can get this kind of board, you can get this kind of plays and these kind of combos going on depending on the additional text that you play, and they're very small texts. Like literally in this deck, I'm just playing this and this, and pretty much it. Dog was something I was fluctuating around with for a little bit. I am playing like a Night Howl in here just for additional tuner tech. And pretty much everything else, as you can see as I go through this, I mean, like, this is spicy tech. Jack in the Hand is brand new. Like, I really want to emphasize on that. It's a really, really good card. Everything else in this deck is like pretty much standard meta, kind of like DD build. Like, and then your extra deck, as you saw, is pretty much standard DD extra deck at the moment. I think the only like spicy techs I'm playing is these. Like, these are the only ones. You don't even have to play, well, this you want to play because he's part of the board, but these two don't have to be there. These can be whatever you want. Like, it's really, so this is why really cool. This is what's really cool about it. This is what I really like about it. And guys, I don't want to keep rambling. I'm rambling on too much now. So if you enjoyed this, give us a like and subscribe down below. Ding that notification bell. Go DD. I love it so much. Spicy text all the way. I'm actually happy I get to play Lilith. I never really played Lilith before, and I've seen some like extra love for Lilith. So it's really, really cool. And Cerberus as well. So as always, like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, as always, happy dueling.
So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
Exclusively designed by Nixie Nax Arts, we bring you our second exclusive mat with the colossal Rainbow Neos taking on Red Eyes Dragoon, using both Dark Magician and Red Eyes alongside Elemental Hero Neos and of course Rainbow Dragon. Produced by Venom Battle Gear, this is an exclusive mat only available from their site. You can get this mat both with and without zones, and it can be shipped worldwide. What are you waiting for? Visit venombattlegear.co.uk to get your own exclusive Rainbow Neos versus Red Eyes Dragoon playmat.